my suitcase. Jesus, let me get my suitcases. Oh, Father. I forgot I even got laundry back here. Jesus.
All right, all right, all right. Hallelujah. We got to see. We're here. Let me get my glasses. Yeah, I'm on, but I'm not on. It's not showing a thing, but I'm on, but I'm not on. That's fine. Make sure you shut the door behind you. All right. We'll be here. We'll be here. We're coming here. Yeah, we're coming here. Glory. Glory, glory. Do we have some word? We got a word for you today. Hey! We got a word. We're coming at you. Coming at you strong. Coming at you strong. How everybody doing? Everybody all right? Is everybody all right? Are you all right? All right. Let's get it started. Let's get it started, Israel. Let's get it started. YouTube, Facebook. We're in the house. We're in our house. Hey. Text Nelly to I'm going live. Uh-huh. Well. There we have it. We back at the command center here in Tennessee. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I'm glad to have each and every last one of you here. Oh, you'll be able to see me now. Just hold on. Hold your horses. You should be able to see me. We got about an 8-second delay here on the broadcast, but just let me know if I'm coming in good. Let me know if I'm coming in good. Y'all give me a 10 if y'all hear me. Let me know what adjustments I need to make before we get started in this house. Before we get started in this house, man, do we have a lot to speak about, talk about, and a lot to recover now. My shooter glasses. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I even have them on. Let me take them off. There's no need in having them on. Y'all pass the word around, because you know how sometimes the algorithms and everything else doesn't show that we are live and direct here. So go ahead and put it all in there. Yisrael. Yisrael. And let the people know that Pastor Dowell is on and I'm in the house and we're coming with it. We coming with it. We coming with it. Undisputed. We coming with it. Everybody fine? Everybody doing well? How's the video quality? How's the sound quality? Let me give y'all a few more minutes here to let a lot of the people come in. Good, loud and clear, loud and clear. Good, 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 good. Hallelujah. All right, all right. If you like to donate, y'all know which way to go. Hallelujah. I do appreciate each and every last one of them. I do use them for the work of the ministry, regardless of what people may think. I always do. Brother Galen Brown, he starts it off, shoots it off. Says, bless you, shepherd, love you once again, my brother. Brother Galen Brown, $100 super chat offering. Thank you, my brother. And I love you a whole lot more. That I promise you. Glory to the King. We in the house. We in the house. We in the house. We'll see what we got going on over here. Let me get a feed over here set up on this other platform, okay, and turn this volume down so that I don't disturb people. Brother Mike, $25 super chat. Bless you, shepherd. Miss you. Love you dearly. Man, I miss all y'all. Love you dearly. Elder Rufus in the house. Man, I'm glad you're there moderating, Elder. Whoo, so do need you, my brother. So do need you. Man, you know we got a few things we need to talk about, don't you? All right. Where are we at right here? I don't guess I'm over there, but I ain't got time for it. Y'all give me a few minutes. A few more minutes here. We got a couple more sections need to come in. LC. That's what it said. LC. E Echoes. $5 super chat offer coming in. Glory, 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 glory. Is everybody out there doing all right? Is everybody fine? All right. Y'all give me a second. Got my bottle of water. Remember, we'll be on tomorrow live, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Glory to the King. All right, all right. I'll be right back, Israel. Be right back. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Let's cut on and see if we got some. Cycle through this real quick. All right. All right. Hey. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, I want to start off this particular broadcast right here. I wanted to wait till at least the the normal minimum of 200 gets in to the live stream before I actually kick it off, because the stream averages between 600 and 1,500. It depends on the day. It depends on the day that it is, if you know what I mean. All is well in the land of the living. We hope that each and every last one of you are doing well. The videos are coming out live and direct, hard and heavy. Hey, man, I got to find some way to see if you can text Deidre to find out if I left my power cord there, and if it did, it's too late. I'm not going to be able to take it with me. I got to find some way to charge my laptop. I got a Mac in there. I just got to make sure I get things done. You know what I mean? All right. 5 pounds. We got England in the house. England is in the house. Morris opinion. Pastor Dowell, did you read my message about what adults are acting like children. I did not. I don't even know where it is. But maybe you tell me, I can probably get to it one day here. Brother Samuel, moderator in the house. All right, hey, we got a little bit of things we need to discuss and we need to talk about here this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever day that you're listening to me. Now, somebody asked me, I call it an idiotic question because if I've dealt with this once, I've dealt with it 1,000 times. I guess I have to deal with it 1,001. I don't know if it's because of the brand new people in the listening audience or people are not communicating with each other one way or the other. But, however, if and but and maybe. They asked me, why in the world do I always say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen? And not only that, you need to ask yourself the question, why is somebody copying Pastor Dowell? There are a lot of people on YouTube that says good morning, good evening, good afternoon, but I've been doing this for on YouTube at least, 16 years, 17 years, if that long, maybe 14 years, somewhere along in there. I'm not good with the numbers, but I've been doing it for a long time. The reason why I say good morning, good evening, good afternoon is because it depends on which way you go on the time clock. And so, and since I go towards the east, are you following me? It could be morning where I'm at, evening over there across the pond, and afternoon. That's the reason why I say it. That's the reason why I do it. It's really no big deal. Nothing to cry over about spilt milk. Nothing to have a bunch of rhetoric and everything else over, all right? Oregon in the house. We looking, hopefully, one day in the future to actually be out there in Portland, Oregon. Man, do y'all even got y'all house in order out there with all the chaos and everything is stumbling up? Now, I actually wanted to start off today's broadcast, and I hate to even say it, but I'm actually starting it off on a low note. Yes, I am. I'm starting on a low note and a low tip. And I'm going to say something that most people don't realize, comprehend, and understand. All right? And I can only hope that people truly pay attention to what I'm saying. I don't mind. Now, mind you, I just opened me up a Rumble account, rumble.com. More likely I'm going to be over there pretty soon. And I'm going to see about getting that thing up and running. My Patreon account, there's a lot of information being put out over there, a lot of direction. I'm trying my best to stir up the minds and the conscience of intelligent people. Sometimes people who are intelligent and don't even know that they're intelligent. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do that with every fiber of my being. That's what I'm trying to do. And the reason why I'm trying to do that is because it pays. It truly pays for us to receive knowledge, especially when it's y'all's knowledge. Now, I'm going to say something here. Listen to me. Some of you out there, you're so self-centered, self-focused, and self-absorbed that even when someone tries to give you direction to help chart you in the right course in the right way, because your way is not the way, that when told about your way, your pride blocks you from change. It makes no difference how long I've been an example and giving out wisdom and knowledge. Makes no difference. Marvel's opinion. Oh, we're over 20 pounds again from across the pond. The reason why adults are acting like children is because they are raised officially as modern men and women. The modern man and woman don't operate with natural, with the natural. Their values have been shifted with the unnatural. Oh, I get that. But I want to show y'all something. I got a few things I want to show y'all here, okay? And thank you for your $20 super chat offering. I want to show y'all something, okay? I want to show y'all something, and I want y'all to look at this very, very close. We're going to go back into the past, all right? You remember how I told us that before the turn of the 20th century? Now, when I say that, I'm talking about when it became 1900, 1901, 1902, 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, 1950, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then when we got to the turn of the 21st century, that was 2000, 2001, 2002, 2010. Now we're in 2020, 21, okay? All right. I want to show y'all how far we as a people have literally, and I want everybody to gather around this camera, gather around this feed right here. I want to physically show you what the world looked like. Stop for a second. And not only that, look, listen to this. The people had morals, they had values, they had conviction, they knew right from wrong. These were men and these were women. I'm going to show you in a few different eras over here, okay? First of all, I'm going to take you back to 1985 till 2002, okay? I want you to pay close attention to the technology back then. I want you to pay close attention to how the women dressed back then. I want you to pay close attention to the type of buildings that they had built back then and the environment. I want y'all to just look at this just for a moment, okay? All right, that's what I want y'all to do. Please look at this for a moment, all right? This is between 1885, excuse me, and 1902. All right. This is the way women used to dress. And when they went to work, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Christian, Baptist, Methodist, Apostolic, Pentecostals. You notice back then that all the women had their head covers, the majority of them, every single one of them wore dresses. And it looks like just single dresses for the most part. Some had a skirt and then a top. Either way it go, these women were covered from head to toe. Not only that, you see the men, most of them dressed in suits. They often had hats on. And look at the bicycle way back then. Y'all see that bicycle? I mean, I just want y'all to be able to see. Because you have to have a physical evidence of what people looked like. And look what the vehicle was back then. The vehicle wasn't a vehicle. It was actually horse and buggy. All right? And I'm going somewhere with all this, okay? So I want everybody to pay attention to this, okay? And pay attention. Look at the people getting off of the ferry right there. Look at how they're dressed, both men and women. Look at them. Huh? Look at that. They know how to act. They know how to behave. Some of them even acknowledge the camera. They're sitting there looking at them. Now, these people are dead and gone. They've been gone for a long time. All right? Long time. And they're all covered. I wanted to show y'all that. Now, mind you, that was between 1895 and 2002. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do here is just for a moment, is we're going to go to New Jersey in 1926 in New Jersey. Okay? I want y'all to see the difference in dress and what has happened. Okay? I want everybody to pay attention. Okay? Not the wrong one. Pay attention. Okay? New Jersey. Within 20 years, look, you can see that the women's dresses are getting shorter. You can see that they still have dresses on. You can tell the difference between a man and a woman. You can see for the fact that the dresses has done come from the ankle to the knees, and they still all have their heads covered. Is everybody listening? Everybody watching? All right? I'm trying to draw something. This is 1926 in New Jersey, okay? And of course, then they had vehicles and trolleys and you know, people just walking along, going along, and these people are dead and they are gone as well. And they've been gone for a long time. Mind you, they had morals, they had values. The people knew right from wrong. They knew up from down. They knew left from right. They knew all this stuff, right? They knew all this stuff, okay? The next one, we're going to go from the to the 20s to the roaring 40s, okay? To the roaring 40s, okay? And we're going to show you what it looked like in the 40s. So we done spanned it 40 years already at the turn of the 20th century. I want to show y'all. These are facts. This is not an illusion or disillusion. Now you contrast that today with the lewdness, the foolishness, and the frivolity, and the mental disorder and the decline of where we're at today. Now you understand why everybody's acting the way they're acting, all the way from the highest office in the land all the way down to the lowest person that's just been born in the United States of America. You can tell that we all are infected by some serious cancerous mindset. Something is gravely wrong. And of course, you know, the book says if you're going to do anything, you look for the old paths. That's what you do. And you search for them, you find them, you'll find rest for your soul. So now we are in the 40s in New York City. New York, big city of dream. We still see that the women are dressing, and we see that they are covered from head to toe. We see that the men are covered. We see the vehicles are becoming a hell of a lot more modern. We're watching technology increase. We're watching people being courteous here. We're watching people in real life, real lifestyle, real life. But also this is taking place. We notice that as society as a whole continues to keep ascending, if I can use that word right there, we notice that there's also a descension. We've seen quite a few women in this one right here to where they went from a head covering to just a little old dolly or doily or whatever you want to call that on top of their heads. We can see the people right here. We can see at the park. We can see that women, some still had a head covered on, and the dresses are still the same. No women is wearing pants, if you understand what I mean. See police officers standing in the middle of the street, not with guns, but it looks like billy clubs. We need to see this, because seek for the old paths, search for the old paths. When you seek for them and when you search for them, you'll find rest, and you'll find rest for your souls. Look at the vehicles back then. I guarantee you they didn't have too much problem with drunk driving. I guarantee you they didn't have too many problems. Look, there's even still a horse and a buggy on the road. And we all thank homage for that, because it reminds us of the horse and buggy days. So there we are, we're watching again. Let's go back to this crosswalk right here. We're watching, see how the dresses, they're still at the knees, some of them a little bit longer, but we're watching the head covering. It's half on some of the women, half off. So we're watching a literal decline taking place, but yet and still, the people know right from wrong. They know morals and values. We're seeing all. We're watching courtesy. Nobody's trying to run nobody over with vehicles. Everybody's taking, even the pedestrians, they're taking their time crossing the road. It's just utterly remarkable and amazing. Mind you, those vehicles back then were built out of steel, and they will hurt you. And they will hurt you real bad. They will hurt you greatly, okay? Notice the majority of the men wore hats and stuff. Let's go back here for a second. Let's get a little bit more scene. And I want to pay particular attention to the females. All right. As you go down the road right here, we see the trucks. We see the deliveries. We see that all the women still. No, you can't find one woman in a pair of pants or a pair of shorts walking out in open. You do know that almost 70% of the women have ditched the head covering, though. See, we got to see this stuff. This is yesterday year. And I guess if any time there was, they want to say make America great, I think this is the part of time when it was great. There's a city scene right there. There are people getting on the bus. We see them covered. And of course, it's in a cold environment. Everybody had their head covered with wool hats and stuff. And, we can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I can continue to keep showing you stuff like this, all day long. I said all that to say this. We are in a very, very serious decline. We are a morally decayed society. All right, let me give a shout out here for the people that sent off from Victor, a $20 super chat. Shalom. Could use direction on some moves. Well, there's a number behind me. You need to go about that way, and we'll see what we can do. And of course, we are living in the daytime and hour, and at the point to where we don't know good from evil. We do not know right from wrong. We have sincerely declined. All right. Hold on a second. All right, where we at? Now, this is trying to find something that describes us ultimately here in this world, this daytime and hour, the society we're living in now. Okay? This is the I can't even show y'all this nowadays because it would almost be gendering upon what people call nudity, foolishness, frivolity. I don't even know how to say it anymore. I really, truly don't. Things have gotten so bad. But I tell you, I think a picture's worth 1,000 words. It just have to follow my cursor over here, and we'll go there just for a second, okay? So let's go back over here for a second. All right, check this out. All right. There we are. If you look right here where my cursor is, see what the women are today? Look at the crowds. See where the woman is today right here? Then, of course, here, and then here, here. Look at here. And, of course, here. Right here. And here. Look. Not one woman you can find with a covering on here. Let's check this out. Look at this. Right here. Look at over here. These are people walking down the street every day. All right. Check it out. See it? Look at this. And we already know what alternative is, and that is. All right. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to show you something. How in the world can you speak truth to power? How in the world can you speak truth to people when their minds have been evilly affected and their conscience have been altered on a grand scale? How? In any way, shape, fashion, form, I need somebody to please tell me how can you do that? Because I don't think it can be done. That's how difficult it is today trying to tell people the truth. Show people the truth. Live the truth. I got a video I need to upload, and the video is titled Politicians and Preachers. I should say punk politicians and preachers. And how that there's literally no difference between any of them. I should have, it's straight up for real. Now, there is hope for us today. And the hope is those of us who are still holding on to old values, old morals, and old values. I mean, look, Pastor Dowell is out on the economy. I'm in Mexico, okay? And, of course, we're in one of the fifth wonders of the world. We're here at a Mayan temple. I want to show y'all this, okay? I want y'all to see this, all right? That's Pastor Dowell. You can see me right there. That's me. And there's that Mayan temple. Only one thing about it. They made it look good on this side. And they made it look good on this side. But the other two sides are weathered really, really bad. They did that for aesthetics. And so there is Pastor Dowell. Let me give a shout out here just for a second. Marvelous opinion. Mankind, $5, 5 pounds. I mean, mankind will continue to destroy themselves with the unnatural and artificial tools and concepts in pursuit of what they believe is absolute. There's the truth. And somebody else got it right. Reprobate minds. But there's me, yours truly, in Mexico at the Mayans temple right there. Old Pastor Dowell. See that old man right there? That's me. And, of course, what we're trying to do is I'm trying to show everybody something here. I'm trying to show everybody what's taking place in our world today. Because, as they say, pictures are worth 1,000 words. And if I can show you physically pictures and you can start seeing what is going on, maybe, just maybe, some way, somehow, it'll put a defibrillator on your mind, and maybe you'll see some way, somehow, that there's hope. Okay? Now, I don't know how else to put it. I don't know what way to put it. But we as a people, we have got to determine within ourselves we're going to do better. We've got to do better. Hostile MGTOW says everything that people in America are under the influence of is based on Luciferian ideologies that's been socially engineered on society. This has all been done on purpose, and I agree with you. It's just that, see, what man fails to realize is that we all have a very low base nature. You know what I said? We all have a very low base nature. And when I say low base, and I mean low base nature. All right? And in that low base nature, our flesh seems to gravitate towards the low base nature. And I'm saying all that to say this. We got the inauguration is getting ready to take place, where we're getting ready to change from President 45 to President 46. And the jury is still out deliberating on that. Because, as the old saying goes, it ain't over until the fat lady's singing. I don't know why it's got to be a fat lady that's singing and stuff, but, you know, that's what they say. It ain't over until the fat lady's singing. That's what they say, though, all right? We are in some very, very bad trouble. The news media is making no mistakes about it. They are showing the world, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, about how that the Capitol is filled with armed National Guardsmen. Now, for those of us been in the military, we know that armed National Guardsmen is really nothing much. It's a bunch of people, we call them weekend warriors. They did boot camp with the AIT, and they really are the lowest of the low concerning a weapons expert. Excuse me, or anybody that's involved in weaponry. These people, they're soldiers, but they're part-time. They're not no special skills soldiers, and they have no skills whatsoever. All they have is a uniform and a gun in their hand. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not deadly, because if they got a uniform and a gun and you don't have nothing, then there's some serious problems then, isn't it? So they have literally done overflowed the Capitol building with National Guardsmen. But not only that, some of the states are actually showing the precautions that they are taking in their respective areas of all the people that are showing up, or the police force that are there, that they're pumping up to guard buildings. And did y'all see how terrified these senators and House of Representatives and lawmakers were when the Capitol got stormed by the protesters that turned into rioters? Did y'all see how terrified, how scared they was? And then when they had their hearing, see, when they were behind those sealed walls and doors, man, they all are pumped up. They all act like that they all are, what did Jesse Ventura call them? He calls them chicken hawks. Man, we're senators, we're congressmen. They all had fear for their life. They had real fear showing in their eyes right here, because they did not know what to expect. They didn't know. And boy, I'll tell you one thing. It should have put some fear in every one of them, because it's letting them know that America is not the country where they think, who they think they are. That people are going to continue to keep on being ruled by unjust laws, an unjust government, an unjust law enforcement system. And I thank each and every last one of you for your offerings on Cash App and on YouTube Live, all right? But they're not going to continue to keep toying around and fooling around with this now. I've already instructed my people and told my people, don't even think about going out there being caught in any of these protesters, because President Trump, he's on the end of his term, and he's not going to have no pardons. for people who have not yet been convicted and incarcerated, because if they had been convicted and incarcerated, then he could have gave pardons to everyone that had protested. But he's not going to do that. People have got to understand that politicians and leaders, they are ruling you. And they want you to do the dirty work for them while they keep their hands clean. When are you going to stop being mindless minions and start using some self-autonomy and start thinking for yourself? Valerie Regis, $60 Cash App offering. Bless you, sister. Thank you very much. Listen, I remember, I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson. And I'm going to say something, okay? I'm going to state a fact of history. Lyndon B. Johnson was a president of the United States. And I ain't going to go into all that, but I'm going to tell you what he says, all right? He says that if you take the lowest white man and you put him over the N-word, he says not only would he treat you really good, but he'll give you his wallet. He'll give you his wallet if you just give him authority and position over the N. And I sit there and I watch people today fall over and over again for the okie doke. I sit and watch people, I would sit and watch the news media control people left and right by determining what they're going to put out in front of you. I sit and watch how powerful the voices of somebody are. And guess what? When you go get arrested, when you go get beat up, when you go get pepper sprayed, those people who helped charge you and your emotions and feelings, they're not going to be there to rescue you. And how many of y'all saw how sickening it was to sit there and watch this woman, and we've seen it through many cell phone videos, get shot for no reason whatsoever at all and lose her life for protesting? Did that not hurt? To see that, I mean, I don't care who it was got shot. It was literally disturbing. And you're in a place to where you can't even have weapons. It's amazing. Now, let me show you a picture of what it looks like when someone is happy and then they have a demonic spirit on them. All right? So watch very closely. Look. That's when somebody, we all know who this is, right? When they look like they're happy. Look at how the face changes when a demonic spirit is in there operating. And then Ecclesiastes 25:17 says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face. And look what it does, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Look at this now. Look how cheerful and clean it is. And now look at this one. You can't see the spirit. Close to the same similar makeup. You can't see the spirit though. Man, we're up against the shit. We're up against the stuff. I'm telling you, we are in the shit today. Sorry to be using some ship heightened transients, but somebody got to put a defibrillator on their mind. Brian Turner, $10 super chat. Bless you, Pastor Dowell. No, bless you, my brother. Bless all y'all that at least you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Listen. I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. I'm going to digress here for a second. I'm going to answer this question. Listen, people are asking me, Pastor, the gun stores are empty. How long I've been telling y'all to get firearms? There's no ammo. There's still ammo. It's just that you're going to have to pay the premium price for it, because that's just part of the entrepreneur American spirit. You know, when people love capitalizing on other people's misfortune, some people can make an investment and make a pretty good penny out of it. If you go to gunbroker.com, you can find ammo. It's just that you're going to be paying a whole lot for it. Now, you got to realize that a firearm is no good without ammo. And if you don't have any ammo, you ain't got no choice but to bite the bullet, go pay the price. Go pay the price. All right. But we are in some trying times. Very bad times. I want you all, and I'm going to reiterate that again, I want y'all to go to the grocery store. And I want you to buy whatever canned goods you can to sustain you for a month. Just go do that, okay? Because we don't know the pending civil unrest. We don't even know if anything's going to take place, because the news media is doing their best to try to deter any protest whatsoever at all. I mean, I saw this morning around the Capitol, they had like 12-foot high fences. I hope I'm not exaggerating. They look anywhere between 10 and 12 foot. And they got that whole place barricaded. They have National Guardsmen all through the halls. They're sleeping in the building on the ground. They're going to have that thing on lockdown. And, of course, what they're doing is wasting taxpayers' money. You should be focused on preserving yourselves. You should be focused on increasing in knowledge, and you should also be focused on telling as many people as you can, about Pastor Dowell. Because I'm a pastor that cares about the people, but not only that, I lead by example. I just don't get on here and bump my gums and tell people what they need to be doing. I live it, and then I tell you what you need to be doing. I don't get on here and tell you what you ought to be doing, and I haven't done it, or I'm not living it myself, because then I'll be classified as a hypocrite, will I not? Utterly amazing. Y'all need, very, very much so, to sober up in the times that we're living in. Because we're definitely in the end times, or at the end of days. And I told y'all, the empire has done had a run. It has literally had a run. If you're not on my Patreon channel, you may want to go over and become a patron, because we're getting information like never before. And when you go over there, comment, become proactive too, okay? But man, we're there. We are there. Now let's talk about C-19, and let's talk about what's going on. Now, it's hard for people today to tell the difference between what is C-19 and what is the flu and what is the common cold. It's hard for people to tell that, because all the symptoms that they have classified to C-19, they're all the same symptoms with the flu and the common cold. And I can understand, people trying to paint a broad brush and cover up everything and cover everything as possible. But however, there's no need in nobody complaining if you ain't going to get tested and you don't know. You better hope that you have an immune system that's strong enough. I truly do. They're strong enough. For what we're doing here. I really, truly do. I really, really, truly do. Start taking care of yourselves better than what you ever have before. Drink plenty of good, clean water. And one of y'all moderators, put down a link to my Patreon channel, and just in case somebody wants to come and become part of my Patreon account over there, okay? All right. America, we're losing as a nation. I want you to go to the bank, and I actually want you to take some money out of the bank if you got any in there. Because I don't know what's going to take place here in the next few days. Everything is subject to change. All right? And if y'all moderators continue to keep putting plugs in there to my Patreon channel. Because the people need to have the option to be able to pick and choose where they want to go on up to the next higher level of learning and influence in this world. I really, really, truly need for y'all to pass the word around about this ministry if y'all with me, so that other people will have the opportunity to at least experience some type of deliverance. All right. Now, y'all give me a second. All right. And I'll be right back with you in just a second, though, okay? Let me see what I want to put on here just for a second. Y'all just give me a second, though. Let me see. I'll be right back, okay? It's amazing that all of a sudden we get this song that says, treat them like a lady. All right. I got a news article here I want to cover, okay? I want you all to listen to me very closely, all right? Now, there's been plenty of other people, especially me myself, that we've often tried our best to try. I have literally bent over backwards. I have literally bent over backwards, literally to the point to where my damn hamstrings is hurting and my back is hurting. I've literally bent over backwards to try to do whatever I can to help this generation out right here. I really, truly have. Now, you can tell that we are in a decline right now. And the reason why I know we're in a decline, because when you look at this next news article right here, you can be able to tell that there's something gravely wrong with us as a people and a nation. See, what's happening is that a lot of these jobs that require, women to be, desk jobs, working on the desk jobs and doing paperwork and all this other stuff, sitting there answering phones, taking orders and doing all this stuff, it's all going away. Listen to me, it's all going away. I'm going to say it again. It's all going away. Now, of course, you all know I'm a biblical man, right? And I believe the Bible. The Bible says that a woman should be a chaste keeper at home. And I'm not here preaching to y'all. Right now, I'm just showing you something that as a result is showing us the decline of a society and what happens. And it's going to shock you. It literally, truly is going to shock you. It's going to appall you when you see it. Matter of fact, not only is it going to shock you and appall you, it's going to disturb you. It's literally going to disturb you. Because, see, in the ministry where I do pastor, this is one thing we try to make sure that our sisters, our women, avoid. And of course, most people are trying to run their way as fast as they can, hook, line, and sinker. They really, truly are. They're trying to run their way as fast as they can, hook, line, and sinker. But let's go ahead and get into this for a second, okay? Let's go on and dive in. Here it is. New York Times. Joblessness. Selling nudes online and still struggling. You got women right now out here in society that they become jobless. And then apparently there is this online site. What is it called? Let me get this here for a second. There is apparently, I got to get it out there so people know what I'm talking about. What in the world is that thing site called? Let me get my glasses on here, all right? Where is it? Bear with me for a second. Thought I wrote it down this morning, but apparently I'm just passing right over it. But what we got right now, now listen to me. Women are designed to be the nurturers of society and the homestead. All right? And there are women out there now online that are selling nude photos of themselves. Excuse me. And, excuse me, got something caught in my throat here. The place that they're selling these things on is a place called OnlyFans. OnlyFans. And now you got single mothers that are upset because of the stiff competition of fresh, young, pretty women coming in and selling their photos and taking away from the single mothers that was a professional. And look what it says. Savannah Ben, what's her name? Nadia created an OnlyFans account after losing her job as a medical biller. She did. All right. Savannah Ben stopped working at her job as a medical biller in June to take care of a 2-year-old son after his daycare shut down. Needing a way to pay her bills, she created an account on OnlyFans, social media platform where users sell original content to monthly subscribers, and started posting photos of herself nude or in lingerie. Let's stop there for a second. What I tell you that when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. And this ain't just the beginning. We're in it. And this is what's going to be the standard operating procedure of the majority of the women in society today, who think that they don't need no man to take care of them. I got this. I can do all this. I'm telling y'all, the ground beneath our feet is giving way. All right? Let's get back over here to it just for a second. Y'all listen to Pastor Dowell. I'm trying to tell y'all something. And then people want to be envious and jealous of our sisters who have chosen the path of motherhood and chosen the path of being under the submission of their husbands and being a chaste keeper at home. I guarantee you Christianity ain't going to teach you that. That's what a woman's supposed to be, the nurturer. The one that is the strength and the backbone of the home. All right? Yes, you're right. Pastor Dowell's an Israelite, and I believe in the old pathways, the old way. I believe in what the Bible says. Let's get back to it, because the alternative is definitely not better. So, she's selling herself nude and lingerie. Now, Miss Benevaz, 23, has made $64,000 since July. selling herself new pictures, right? And you're right. According to Leviticus 19:29, y'all need to read that. But listen to this. Enough not just to take care of our own bills, but to help family, friends with rent and car payments. And watch this. It's more money than I ever made on any job. She said, I have more money than I know with what to do. Lexia's Exenberg was hoping for a similar windfall when she started on OnlyFans account in November. A restaurant worker in Billings, Montana, Miss Exenberg, 22, has been laid off 3 times during the pandemic and was so in need of cash by October that she had to drop out of dental hygiene school after donating plasma and doing odd jobs. She still don't have enough to pay her bills, so at the suggestion of some friends, she turned to OnlyFans. Can you imagine? After the suggestion of some friends, she turns to OnlyFans. She has made only about $550 so far. All right, let's just stop right there just for a second, okay? Now, I understand that everybody is just not going to take the advice of Pastor Dowell. Believe me, I get it. But there's going to be pain, suffering, a weep and a howl that's going to go all across and through this land. Basically, we have the start of where women are selling themselves without physically giving it up. But they're selling themselves and pictures of themselves in order to be able to try to make a living. The America that we all grew up in, it's gone. Debauchery, lewdness, whoredoms, promiscuity, all of it. It's taken over. It's literally taken over. And I've tried my best to talk to men and women to tell you exactly what you need to be doing. I try my best. I have tried. I have screamed. I have hollered. I have raised. I've done videos. I spent time, energy, and effort. I've done everything I could to try to give you the tools, especially if you're a believer. Y'all stream $25. I meant to send in super chat. Bless you, Pastor. Bless you. Let's go on down here for a second, okay? Because it's obvious. Here's the problem right here. Just because you get on OnlyFans, that don't mean that you're going to make any money. Because this woman right here does not look like that woman right there. And she ain't no prize either. But this woman right here has a problem. All right? And I'm not even going to tell you what that problem is. So check this out. Let's read this on here for a second. OnlyFans, founded in 2016 and based in Britain, has boomed in popularity during the pandemic. As of December, it had more than 90 million users and more than 1 million content creators, up from 120,000 in 2019. The company declined to comment for this article. With millions of Americans unemployed, like Miss Benedas and Miss Exlenberg, and I'm making up these names because I can't pronounce these names, are turning to OnlyFans in an attempt to provide for themselves and their families. The pandemic has taken a particularly devastating toll on women. Do I sound like a prophet now almost? Didn't I tell you? And don't get me wrong. There's going to be many more of you women losing your jobs. You think you're secure. You're so proud right now. Every day you wake up, you're living from paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not mocking anybody at all. I promise you, I'd be the last one to try to throw any mockings or any deriding or chidings out to anyone. I'm just saying, when you have a voice out here like myself who has clearly given you a blueprint and told you exactly what to do, and you're not doing it, and some of you have physically seen me, you have physically shaken my hand, some of you have physically hugged my neck, you physically sit there in service, you have watched me. And because you didn't want to take the way serious and what I'm talking about serious, now you're suffering and you're finding out that your family they can't even help you out. And we're going to continue to keep going from bad to worse. Because you can't have a country that's $27 trillion in debt, over $200 trillion in debt with Medicaid, Medicare, and unfunded liabilities, and expect for people to continue to keep prospering. You can't continue to keep giving out stimulus checks. You can't continue to keep giving out quantitative easing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to corporations, banks, and airlines and stuff, and keep printing money out of just oblivion. You cannot continue to keep devaluing the currency because, Austrian economics or just economics in general. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. I know that sometimes when I say stuff out of a certain vein and certain perspective, it don't make sense. But I assure you, I'm not speaking without knowledge. I can see afar off. And the way you see afar off in the daytime and hour we're living in right now is to have a damn good eyesight in history for the past. Because there's an old saying that says that those who do not know history are destined to repeat the same mistakes of the past. And damn it, we live in an illiterate, foolish, wicked, and perverse society that don't give a damn about revisionist history. They don't give a damn about what's done happened in the past. All they're about is me, my damn self, and I right now. They simply just don't damn get it. They don't get it. And so nobody's over here busting the balls of Pastor Dowell anymore. As a matter of fact, I find more people listening to me. I wish they would have listened to me a hell of a lot more longer ago than right now, because right now it's all but too late to make these changes and moves. Let me send a shout out to somebody faithful right here. And then people get mad at me because I spend the time, energy, and effort to research history, to learn history. I'm a literary history buff almost, because I got to be able to see what's going on. You remember what the book says? Search for the old paths, seek for the old ways, and when you find it, you find rest for your souls. And all this, they would not. Let's go on. Real. On Carly Kadesh, $100 super chat. They say, bless you, Pastor, from the House of Beard. Thank you. DMV, dry bones, is not coming soon enough. Blessing to your ribs, as they are true righteous examples for the women of Israel. And they are. I do. I have true righteous examples for people in Israel. I truly do. I love them dearly. And right now, let me break off before I get back on this story. Listen to me. Sometime in February, I was supposed to have the lockdown dates and everything last Friday, but I didn't get it. Hopefully this Friday, because I don't want to wait too long. But at the end of February, somewhere along about the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th, we're going to be having another meeting. It's going to be in the DMV. The DMV is the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. We're going to probably have the meeting in Virginia because they are Second Amendment or 2A advocates. That's probably where we're going to be at. Looking forward to seeing you, and you there. So, let's get back to this article here because it's very paramount that we listen to this, all right? The pandemic has taken a particularly devastating toll on women and mothers, wiping out parts of the economy where women dominate. Retail businesses, restaurant, and healthcare. Let me balk on in there again. Listen. Health, y'all listen to me. I'm going to put this in there because when you get into the retail businesses, restaurant, and healthcare, these jobs are going away and they ain't coming back. And the majority of people that have those jobs are women. And I'm trying to tell y'all the righteous way that we should be doing things. Nobody wants to listen. You know, over in Isaiah 4:1, and let me do this for a second, okay? So for those of you, if you don't want to hear what the word of Yah has to say, I understand. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this out there because we need to be led by truth and hear this, and I make no apologies whatsoever at all for knowing the truth. I don't whatsoever at all. But when you go to Yeshayahu, the 4th chapter, verse 1, all right? I want to read this, okay? Listen to what it says right here. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Listen, let me tell you something. In that day, there ain't going to be no women saying that because they all going to be broke as hell. Out on the streets, begging, prostituting, hooking. Because they're proudful and they're arrogant today. They think they have job security. The only security you've got today is when you listen to a man of God, a man of Yah, like myself. Because the book says, without a vision, the people perish. And if you don't listen to me, you're going to be perishing. Because I have given you the blueprint. And I've told you exactly what you need to do in order to survive. And guess what? It's going to get a hell of a lot more worse than what it is right now. Can the church, can the chat room, can damn somebody say amen? Somebody. I'm here for y'all. Let me go ahead and get some few shout outs here, okay? Aaron Batcher, $10 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Victor A, $10 super chat. Thank you for your offering and thank you for loving me and my labors and efforts of support. Reminds me of the bit of the Han dynasty in China. It's lining up for a dictator. Man, ain't that the truth, Victor A? Dang, you know some history. Michael Brawls, $5 super chat. Love you, Shepherd. Thank you for your work. Man, I thank y'all all for your work, and I thank y'all, some of y'all that have the humility to recognize that as a creator, that's what they call us today, I'm on here giving my time, energy, effort, and wisdom to try to help people today, and most people just want to hear. Very few people want to hold up their hands and help out the man of God, but that's okay. Y'all will provide. Let's get back over here again for a second, all right? Listen to this. A lot of people are migrating to OnlyFans out of desperation, said Angela Jones, an associate professor of sociology at the State University of New York, Farmingdale. These people who are worried about eating, they're worried about keeping the lights on, they're worried about not being evicted. But for every person like Miss Benedez who is able to use OnlyFans as her primary source of income, there are a dozen more like Miss Exenberg who hope for the windfall to end up with little more than a few $100s and worries that the photos will hinder their ability to get a job in the future. It is already an incredibly saturated market, said Miss Jones. Ms. Jones said of the explicit content online, the idea that people are just going to open up and fans-only account and start raking in the dough is really misguided. And you know there's a reason why? There's a reason why for it. The most successful content creators are often, here we go. Let me break in here. Listen. Women don't think you can go out there and open up a fans-only account and you're going to be disfigured, meaning fat. And you just think you're just going to show your face and your neck. This ain't Facebook. And make a living. I'm using this particular area right here to show everyone the way that our society and world is running. Now listen. If it's okay for me to be on this platform, and I'm asking, can I go way back in history and tell the way things used to be thousands of years ago? If I can somebody please type in yes? Because all I want to do is put a defibrillator on our minds. I want to give y'all, see, civilization and society has painted a world for us that just simply don't exist. It only exists in today's world. And I told y'all the empire of the United States of America, it's already done had its run. The game is over. It's finished. Now listen, if y'all want to hear it, I'm going to say it, but it's going to be painful. I'm going to be truthful, direct to the point, but it's going to be painful. If you still want to hear it, type in yes. Because if you don't want to hear it, the best thing you do is just get off the channel right now. Just go ahead and leave. because I'm going to give you the university of a painful truth that most people are afraid to even say today. And the 1,000 years and the way that it goes, or the way that it was 1,000 years ago, guess what? We're staring right down at the proverbial bullseye or the barrel of it today. I'm here only to stimulate thought. I'm here only to make you think. We all need some humility. And we all need a level of thankfulness. And we all need a level of forgiveness. We need the virtues of the fruit of the Spirit. And this truth is going to hurt. You see, a couple of 1,000 years ago, the way that this world was ran is that clans and tribes, they will go and raid other villages. Empires will go raid other empires, go to war with other empires. And they would kill the other empires because they wanted these other empires not only what they had to offer in lands and titles and riches and goods and services, but they also wanted the booty that comes from that particular era and time. And the way we have a bunch of effeminate men and people run around today, they ain't got no fight in them. That's the reason why it behooves men today to keep a heightened sense of levels of testosterone in them. Live hard, die hard. But a couple of 1,000 years ago, when men went to war, they would kill off the families. They would keep the teenage girls and the mothers if they had any value to them, meaning that they looked halfway decent. If you were a woman that was disfigured, they killed you. They killed your husband. They killed all the sons. And they would take the woman, take the teenage girls back to their homes, and they would make them either wives or concubines, and they would have seed for them in order to expand the clans of the Vikings, the Celts, the Druids, the Wessex, the Saxons, the Hutus, the Tutus, the tribes. That's the way things have always been in history for thousands of years. And if you don't believe me, go back and read one of the oldest books that's still in existence today called the Bible. And you will read the same thing. As a matter of fact, there's a passage in the Torah that talks about the war bride. It says when a man goes out to war and he finds a woman there that he desires, when he gets back to war, he will shave her head, pare her nails. He would allow her to mourn the death of her family for 30 days. And then afterwards, he would go into her. Now, you ain't going to hear that from your Christian church. You ain't going to hear that from these fake, false, phony, so-called black Hebrew Israelites or Israelites. You ain't going to hear none of that from them. They ain't. They're not going to tell you the reality of what we're getting ready to stare and what we're looking at, and how that history had this uncanny ability to be able to, repeat itself. And don't sit up there and get so delusional by society and stuff. And when you're sitting there watching the ground beneath your feet give way and it's crumbling right before your very feet, I don't want to hear it. I'm watching the decline. On an unprecedented scale and level, am I watching the decline right before our very eyes? Henceforth, that's why Pastor Dowell talked to you about being mutually assisted. So guess what? So the future of a woman back then was either servitude, slavery, indentured servitude, or become someone else's wife, or modern day, you can get on OnlyFans and try to keep some form of dignity and take a nude picture of yourself and sell it and hope to make enough money to be able to provide for you and your family. Man, I tell you, this is just, don't tell me that Pastor Dowell is wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Do not tell me I'm wrong at all. Let me give a couple of shout outs here for a second, all right? Ariel Mobley, $10 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much, okay? Victor A, $5 super chat. Just reading that in Deuteronomy yesterday, isn't that amazing? Look how the Most High works, huh? Is that not beautiful how the Most High works? Let's go over to super chat. Daniel Danny Power, $10 super chat offering. Bless you, Shep. Thank you. Dion, $12 super chat. She says, thank you for your wisdom. Well, thank you, my sister. Bless you. Justin Bryson, thank you. Well, you're welcome. Jawan for $25 super chat. No, Cash App. All these are Cash App. I'm sorry. Jawan Wells, $5 Cash App. From Brother Jake in Ohio, thank you. $10 Cash App. Richard Green, $25. Bless you, Pastor. Cash App. Sarah Yah Bras, $28 super chat. Hallelujah. And of course, my Shy Nelly says OnlyFans was founded in 2016 by Timothy Stokely, and the site now has around 30 million registered users and around 450,000 content creators. People born, look what it says, and anybody can use OnlyFans, and woo-wee. Look at this. This thing right here. It says, it's helped me move on. Mama 64 starts OnlyFans account selling raunchy pics of herself after death of husband for 20 years. And I know y'all think I'm making this up. But look at this. There it is. 64 years old. It's helped me move on. Ma, 64 years old, starts OnlyFans accounts selling raunchy pics of herself after death of her husband of 20 years. What I tell y'all, and I know Pastor Dowell, I know well, Pastor Dowell, well, Pat Dowell. See, it's just you, Pat Dowell. Pat Dowell, you keep talking, Pat Dowell. Pat Dowell, you just got problem, Pat Dowell. Pat Dowell, you just too hard. Pat Dowell, every time I turn around, Pat Dowell, all you do is comply. All you do is just so-called warning. Pat Dowell, won't you show compassion, Pat Dowell? Pat Dowell, won't you just tell people, Pat Dowell? And Pat Dowell, won't you just stop all this damn preaching, Pastor Dowell? And Pat Dowell, what you think you are, Pat Dowell? Pat Dowell getting mad at you, Pat Dowell. Pat Dowell, I hate you, Pastor Dowell. Pat Dowell, shut up, Pastor Dowell. Pat Dowell, Pat Dowell, Pat Dowell. I'm trying to get people to avoid from going down the path of this lifestyle. And nobody wants to give me accolades. Nobody wants to give me credence. Nobody even the Bible said, don't even let your own lips praise but another. And nobody even want to give me praise for my labor of love of warning all you people what the hell is going on and what's coming down the pipe. I can't reach you by the word, some of you, because you're so deaf of hearing. It's sad, isn't it? Look at this. Philly Ministries, the King is coming, $20 super chat. Hey, bless y'all over at Philly Ministries. Glory to the King. As a former feminist, bless you, my sister, now set free by the power of Yah, the world promises that this modern way brings freedom and power. It's nothing but lies. Y'all better hear this, sister. Y'all better hear her talking. Learning proper order and modesty has finally made me truly free, at peace, Sister Leah. Man, sister, bless your heart. Y'all hear what that sister just said? She said, I got to read that again. Listen. Philly Ministries. The King is coming. It sounds like one of my sayings. The King is coming. She said, as a former feminist, and boy, you know they raising right now, and they're raging. Now set free by the power of Yah. The world promises that this modern way brings freedom and power. It does, don't it? Have y'all noticed that anytime America goes to one of these third world countries, or we go over in the desert and the sand, or what we want to do is liberate these women from wearing hijabs and covering themselves and stuff, and we want them all to run around naked like they do in California and Miami, and so that we can liberate them. And then we wonder why all the sages and everybody over there want to turn around and put the end of life for these women right here for being lewd and run around like a bunch of prostitutes and stuff and carrying on because they devalue themselves, don't care nothing about themselves. No, ain't nothing wrong with me. Let's go ahead and finish reading what she said, because this is beautiful right here. Learning proper order. That means, woman, you submit yourself to your head, which is your husband. That's proper order. You don't rule. You don't talk back. You don't raise your voice. You don't lead. You don't guide him. You don't beat a neck to try to turn the head of the head. You fall up under proper submission, so you can be protected, not only by him, but from the Most High himself. She started learning proper order and modesty has finally made me truly free and at peace. Sister Leah. Sister, I'm so glad you're free. I'm so glad you're free. Man, beautiful. Hub City, Psalms 109, $5 super chat. The wisdom you give is priceless. Thank you. Thank you very much. May the Most High Yah bless you with overwhelming fruit. He does. Every single time y'all donate, the Most High Yah's moving up on y'all. So make sure that I'm able to sow into this vineyard to keep giving fruit out to those who have the ears to hear. Glory to the King. Let me go over and check something real quick. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I heard Sister Brother Brett, Sister Sonia talking about her. Hey, that's your good glory to the King. Glory to the King. So, let me get back over here for a second. Now, here we go. Please listen to me. I'm trying to finish this thing up, okay? I'm trying to finish this thing up, but I got to get this out here, okay? So we read all this, right? But many creators who have joined the platform out for dire financial need do not have large social media followings or any ways to drum up conscious business. Look, she thinks like this. And look at this. That's just an image to get you to go in. This is Ellie Morocco. Post this image to promote herself on her OnlyFans page. That's to incite. Now, my question is, look, if you've seen one woman, you've seen them all. They have a face, they have breasts, they have ass, they have a body. Is that not right? I mean, what more can the other one's going to give you than the other? See, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is destroying many people today. Ms. Morocco said maintaining the account could feel like a full-time job. Ellie Morocco, West Palm Beach, Florida, was laid off from her job as an office manager in July. Her unemployment checks don't cover her $1,600 a monthly rent, utility bills, food costs, so she joined OnlyFans in November. Ms. Morocco, she's 36. Had no social media presence to speak up. Look at that, 36 years old. And that's all that she has to offer in the world. She probably went to college, went to school, and this is where her life has ended up at so far, thus far. Is out there posting pictures of herself. Ms. Morocco, 36, had no social media presence to speak of when she joined the platform, and has gained subscribers one by posting pictures of herself on Instagram and Twitter and following up with people who like and comment on her post, encouraging each one to subscribe to OnlyFans. It's more challenging and time-consuming than she expected and less financially rewarding. It's a full-time job on top of a full-time job looking for work, she said. Fans want to see you posting daily. You're always churning. You're always taking pictures to post. She has made just $250 on the platform so far, despite sometimes spending upwards of 8 hours a day creating postings and promoting her content. Let me get in here just for a second. That's because after people have done seen you once or twice, nobody wants to see you no more. So you women, stop devaluing yourselves. Get righteous. Get saved. Get born again by the blood of the Lamb. Repent. Turn from your wicked ways. Get your name written down in the Lamb's Book of Life and get filled with the baptism of the Holy Spirit and get some dang deliverance that will set your soul free. Listen to a righteous preacher like me, who I don't have this nice, eloquent speech that a lot of people do. I don't entice you with deceitful words and enticing words of men's wisdom. I come straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Makes no difference to me where you hear for bear. I'm going to tell you the truth. I do know this. I do know I have 10 communities, soon to be 11, and 12 this year. We have a whole lot of sisters now. What's crazy about owning communities is our sisters outnumber the brothers almost and the children. None of them have to worry about this. It's not even in their plan. You know why? Because we as men, we take care of our duties and responsibility. This is our family we take care of. And their job is to be able to stay modest like the Most High Yah says. And not only that, but guess what? To be a chase keeper at home. To be the first line teacher to our seed. While we protect them, provide for them, we get them food, clothing, and conjugal rights. Not only that, just straight up love, because they know it comes straight from the heart. You see, Yah's way is the only way it's going to work anyway. Thank Yah for Yahshua HaMashiach, huh? Thank Yah for the Holy Spirit. Thank Yah for the Ruach. Let me get a couple more shout outs here for a second. Sister D. Harris, $40. Super chat. Blessing you, Shepherd. We will be coming to some land near you soon. Our house is going to be up on the market next month. Hallelujah. From my master, Brother Willie. Bless you, Sister D, and thank you for always honoring your husband. Brother Ron, Tennessee, $20 super chat. It's a joy to be able to hold up the hands of a man of Yah. We'll continue to stand with you till the King comes, and we are rejoicing before him continually. Lead the way, Shepherd, Clarksville. Man, you know I'm out on the forefront. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I've been too long, right? I've been a little long here. At least I think I have. Let's go ahead and finish up this article, right? Miss Morocco, and mind you, that's Miss Morocco right there. All right, Miss Morocco. Where's she at? Miss Morocco worries that her presence and platform will make it more difficult for her to be hired on traditional jobs in the future. If you're looking for a 9-to-5, they will not hire you if they find out that you have an OnlyFans. They will not if they find out you have an OnlyFans. She said they may not want you if they know you're a sex worker. So you mean to tell me the things that I just got finished repeating to you, a revisionist history, is literally coming to pass right before our very eyes? Digital sex work, given the illusion of safety and privacy, content creators get paid without having to interact with the clients in person. But that doesn't mean that they're on risk. Online sex work is as much appealing alternative to many people than going to the streets or selling direct sexual services, said Barb Brents, a professor of sociology at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, that said anybody getting into this kind of work needs to be aware of the dangers. Last April, a mechanic in Indiana lost her job at a Honda dealership after management learned that she had an OnlyFans account. Creators can be targeted for doxing, a form of online harassment in which users publish private or sensitive information about someone without permission. In December, the New York Post published an article about the New York City medic who was using OnlyFans to supplement her income because she's not getting paid enough. The medic believed that the article published without her consent would damage her reputation and get her fired from a job. Creators also can be subject to crapping, a practice in which users take unauthorized screenshots of recordings and then share them elsewhere on the internet. OnlyFans creators have also received death and rape threats on social media. See, you put yourself out there like this, having the motivation that you're going to be able to provide, you're going to be able to have security, only to get out there and make yourself more vulnerable and more exposed. It's just a sad situation. Talks to the decline, talks to the destruction of America, talks to what the hell that, what does the powers that be say? You don't ever waste a good crisis, and the crisis is what we're in. OnlyFans content creators face not just professional consequences, but personal ones too, said Miss Exenberg. Has been keeping her account secret from her father, but knows he will find out that she has gone public. I don't want to be shamed or disowned, she said. Others say the experience has been empowering. Melanie Hall, a single mother of 3, earns $13.30 an hour as a paramedic in Northern Ohio. Barely enough to cover her bills. She started an OnlyFans account in December. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I've never thought anyone would pay to see me naked, said Miss Hall, 27. It's been a confidence booster. She has made about $700 so far. Not enough to change her life, but enough to make the holidays special. She could have had enough that she stopped with that dang pagan practice of Santa Claus and celebrating Christmas and come to the knowledge of the truth that was set free. This is the first year I didn't have to choose between the electrical bill and Christmas presents for my kids, she said. This is the first year I've been able to do it all by myself. Oh yeah, been the first year you've been able to do it all by yourself, but at what price though? Your dignity? Huh? Your dignity. You see, don't fault me because I believe in what the Bible says. I don't care what society says. I know what's always worked out for us for over 25 years in this ministry right here. We're going to stay the course of holiness and righteousness. That's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to keep the beating the drums of holiness and righteousness. We're going to keep on casting out the devil, healing the sick, cleansing the leper, raising the dead. We're going to keep on doing all that. Get people filled with the Holy Spirit. And I don't care if you don't even want to hear what I got to say. But damn it, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the truth, and that's the true straight way. I appreciate each and every last one of you for being here this day. I'll be on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, blogtalkradio.com, as well as this channel. Same channel, same station. Go tell your friends, colleagues, acquaintances. Let them know Pastor Dowell will be on tomorrow, all right? Y'all pray for me, okay? I truly, truly feel sorry for what's happening today, but it's all I can do. All I can do is save myself and them that hear me. That's all I can do. Want y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day, okay? I'll catch y'all on the other side, all right? Shalom, shalom, shalom. King is coming.